Young Turks, new sponsor, Squarespace. Go Squarespace. Wait, is that a square? The Deficit Commission has come out with its official report. Now, it's basically the same thing as the preview we got earlier from the two chairmen, Bowles and Simpson. Similar proposals. I'll give you some of the more egregious portions of it. The commission says that they would cut the top income bracket. It's currently at 35%. It's scheduled to go back up to 39% where it was in the Clinton years. They would cut it to 23 to 28%. They give a range. That is a massive cut. I mean, you get it? Let's say it goes from 35 to 23. That's a 12-point cut. That's gigantic, okay? And by the way, if you think corporations, well, at least they got to pay taxes. Nope, their taxes get cut too by 7 to 9 points. Now, I'm telling you that first. Why? This commission, the purpose of it was to balance the budget and to pay off our debt. And so what they told us in the beginning is, oh, don't worry, yeah, there'll be a lot of pain, but that pain will be spread out to everybody, right? So we'll have to cut some spending and we'll have to raise some taxes. Instead, they come back and say, ha ha, we were kidding. No, we're not going to raise taxes on the rich. We're going to lower taxes on the rich. We're going to lower taxes on corporate America. That'll create a bigger deficit problem. Who cares? Because we're going to cut spending like crazy, and we're going to raise taxes on the middle class through a gasoline tax, through taking away their home mortgage deductions, etc. Okay? And by the way, we're going to cut your Social Security and we're going to cut your Medicare. So we're going to balance the budget on your back. You think the rich were going to pay? You were that naive. You thought the rich were going to pay. No, 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 no. Rich get a bigger tax break. This deficit commission, I mean, it's beyond a joke. It's a slap across the face to middle-class Americans saying, we don't give a damn about you. We're coming for you. This is class warfare. If you thought it was bad now, we want to give the rich more, and we want to take more off your back. Now, we're going to be this much of a sucker that we're going to sit here and let them take more and more from us? Oh, hell no. Hell no. What do I think of this deficit commission? People are having a conversation about this? Of course, it's Washington. You know, the Washington media and a lot of the politicians love it. They're like, oh, great. More tax cuts for the rich, and we suck it to the middle class a little bit more. Well, I hate it. And if you got any sense in you, you should despise this. This is the power establishment saying, we're coming for your money, we don't give a damn. We're going to do redistribution of wealth, and we're going to put more money in the hands of the rich and less money in your hands. It's grotesque. Now look, there are other parts of it, and some parts, again, are terrible. So other parts I can live with. There are some positive things in there. For example, they want to cut the defense budget by $100 million a year, $100 billion, so that would be $1 trillion in savings over a decade. Great, I would love to do that. It's great to see some Republicans and Democrats agreeing to that, okay? So, being fair on some of the other proposals. And by the way, they would then also tax capital gains and dividends as ordinary income. That's a good proposal, okay? That makes the tax system a little bit more fair. But when you add it all up, in the end, it's incredibly clear where the money's coming from. It's coming from the middle class and the lower class, and it's coming from our Social Security, and it's not coming from the rich at all. This is not shared pain. This is only your pain and their further gain, and not happening. End of this. No way should be considered. And of course, who's considering it? The guy who appointed the commission, Barack Obama. He hasn't said anything about it yet, okay? But I can almost hear it now. We need to have a serious discussion about these very serious proposals from this bipartisan commission, and we need to get serious about cutting spending. And I'm your Republican, Democratic President, Barack Obama. Let's see. Look, here's how he can shut me up. And I say this every time. I come back out the next day and say, oh boy, he got me. I didn't see that coming. He can come out and say this deficit commission is a piece of crap. Okay, what a load of shit this was. What a steaming pile of shit they put on my desk. You think I'm going to cut the taxes for the rich so we can get more taxes and more spending cuts off the middle class? That's not the commission I set up. This is a piece of garbage. I thought you were going to raise taxes and cut spending. Now, that would be painful, but that pain would be spread out. I could live with it. This is a highway robbery. This is reverse Robin Hood. Okay, who thinks Obama's going to do that? J.R. Jackson, you think Obama's going to come out and say that? He ain't going to say 1% of that? Reverse Robin Hood, they're going to give the money to the rich? Change, you can believe it. New sponsor at the Young Turks, Squarespace. They help you build websites. They've got 24/7 support, and they've built some of the largest websites in the world.
They have an iPhone app, so you can edit your website on the go.
TYT promo code, 10% off for the life of your order. Squarespace.